Hello! Now, if you've been following along this series, you will have known that at the end of the last episode, we got something rather exciting, which was this cash machine. So this will help with this problem with the guests. I'm running out of cash, 73 of them. That means that they generally just want to go home. They get a kind of, there's nothing they can do. This is an efficient money extraction machine, and if you don't have money, it's no fun. So let's pop a cash machine in. Let's pop in ATM. Let's have another one down here. So I think it's going to need, really going to need this. So there we go. 12 total guests, already 20 guests. So this should start helping our number of guests sort of get a bit more stable. So while that's happening, we have a lot of money. So I think what might be quite nice is to build a proper big roller coaster. So we have this. We have the looping roller coaster. I don't think we've built a looping roller coaster yet. I think you should build a proper big roller coaster. That is, I think, the thing that we should have. So build it a little bit elevated. This is just so that we can bleed off some speed and then come into the station a little slower. So nice long station. This is going to have lots and lots of trains. So we're just going to sort of go down a little bit now I probably want to get the average speed of this up a little. So now does this roller coaster type have boosters? Yes, it does. So let's give this a little kick as well. So this actually really starts sort of getting a bit of a zoom on. So we're going to come down here. I'm going to put this on as well. So I want to sort of see how much momentum I have in my roller coaster. So yes, that's fairly good, isn't it? That's going to go. We're just going to come down here, over here, and large helix up, I guess. We're just going to go into here as well. Just giving us a little bit of it. Now, looping roller coasters, I think, don't get any benefit from airtime, so no, I'm not going to add too much in the way of airtime. This is just going to take this around here as a nice. Then let's go. So let's see if we do. So that will have. Was interesting. If I go up, does it let me still go up with that? Yes. Though yes, it does. It does let me have the bank to turn up. So that's good. So now this is going to be our lift hill. So this is going to be a fairly good old lift hill. So we're going to come around here. We're going to get up to 85 feet, and then we're going to this will come down here. And I think yes, let's go round there. That. And they kind of wanted to go. Sort of, I guess we're going to have to go past Mr. Bones in this direction, and then come sort of down here. And a little bit of excitement, hopefully, from going over there, and then we're going to come round up here. I think what you should do is do the. Now I wonder, can we get away with doing an interlocking loop? Do we have enough momentum at that point to do this? So. See how fast this comes round the loop. This may not have enough height to do this. Oh no, it does. Excellent. So what we're going to do is going to come round here, and then sort of come back around here. Now the trick with these interlocking loops is you have to get into the sort of the right space. So I'm never very good at remembering exactly where to bring my loop. So there we go. That will work. So there we've got a nice interlocking loop big excitement bonus from that. We'll get some good excitement bonuses from the fact we're going around on all the water as well. So this is going to be a really very exciting roller coaster just for guests to ride. It's just going to have that to come around there. Just going to go. No, click the right thing. So you can see as well that now that we've got the cash machine, the guest running out of cash is not such a problem. In fact, feeling sick is a much bigger problem. And so the guest numbers really starting to go up, which is good. That's kind of the thing that we want. So I'm going to bring this round here and then let it sort of meander around underneath. I'm going to have a nice big turn. I think probably need to go a little bit more radiusy there. Yeah, so come out to here, and then I'm going to try and build some. Can I get a nice helix up there? Helices are very good and exciting, so they're worth building. So we come round here at sort of 30 feet, and you can really see this. This is actually slowing down already quite a bit, so I'm probably at a point where we need to just wander the roller coaster back. So it's not going to be amazingly exciting. So right, but as long as it meets the stat requirements, this should be totally fine. It shouldn't cause any major problems for us. So we're just going to go pop that up to there. Let's go round and build another little bit of station platform. And there we go. We've got the exit there. And then probably our entrance can be put there. Just a nice sort of regular queue line across that. So now, this roller coaster, actually, I think this is going to be a very big roller coaster with a lot of capacity. So I think we can actually build a bit more of a twisting queue line. I think it comes down here. Actually, no, it could even come down like this. So you sort of wave to the guests. These sort of queue lines like that, they're nightmares for people in real film parks, for people just jumping the queues. Right, let's test this. Let's test this big roller coaster that we built. So I'm going to call this. Well, it's good to call it the big one. But all our roller coasters are named dis something, so I'm going to call it disgorgement. There we go. That felt suitable. I quite like that colour scheme. We've made a lot of things purple, haven't we? There we go. Nice sort of electric blue scheme. And that works quite nicely. And these loops, which make it nice and exciting. Ooh, I should probably increase the lift hill speed. Let's see what stats I get out of this first, before I go mad with the lift hills. So there's a train going through here. We have 2 trains. Interesting. Okay. 2 trains probably up here. 22 miles per hour, so that's a little slow going through there. And then it will come up there and slow down a little more. Will it actually make the station? Yes. Just makes the station. So the good thing with that is if we have station brakes failures, it doesn't matter because the trains are only going about 8 miles per hour at this point. Yes, so let's see how exciting that is. So all the stats are fairly good. There's nothing to worry about there. The lateral G's are within reason. The vertical G's are all within reason. It's all fine and good. Just wait for the excitement rating to calculate. Oh yes, that is going to be a coaster that we can absolutely rinse the guests with. Again, so £15? Why not? We all have to pay £15. You should probably check Dishonour actually. The Dishonour was very expensive. And, the guests could still afford Dishonour. We dropped it down to £12, didn't we? So let's check there's no guests thinking that a ride is too expensive. We don't want them. In fact, they seem to think these things are really good value. Ooh, the sunglasses, welding goggles. Ooh, so our sunglasses are a bit expensive. that was a little bit ambitious then. Let's drop those down to 170. Because that does affect the guests. One other thing that affects the guests, this thing's being too crowded. So where are they talking about crowding? Seems okay around here. I don't know, but it does suggest that as we get closer to 1,500 guests, we are going to have problems with crowding. So let's start building out a little more. Now that we have the cash machine, I think maybe we can have some sort of, we can have scenery and theming and other things. We can research dull things, but I'm going to bring out here. So let's just have some more paths. So maybe should we in fact have a sort of elevated section here? There we go. Just get rid of that tree. So let's build just an elevated section up here. And this, by the way, having this sort of 2-tile raised land, actually does give you an excitement bonus for the coaster. Not that disgorgement really needs an excitement bonus, but you know. So I'm going to build just some path around here. To kind of build this round and go past good old Mr. Bones, I think. So yes, we're going to come around here, come around this sort of bit, go over. Can we go over the coaster? Might have to go under the coaster, I think. Let's see. This may be a thing where we have to go under the coaster. Well, let's just build there. No. Okay, so let's see if we can go around here and see if we can actually get under the coaster. Might need the land dropping a little bit. This is no guests are arriving on my footpath. They're expecting to use it. It's not ready. It's not as good a footpath as I could possibly build yet. But yes, we're going to just come around here. Just go under the ghost train and then kind of over the ghost train like that. And yes, so just bring that round there. Now, this is an interesting problem. So we need to come back round here in such a way that we can make sure I don't drop the handyman on the ride. I think I'm losing guests where I'm doing this. Right, okay, so if that goes up one, that will meet there. So now we have a nice loop of path there. That'll soak up some guests and stop. They will not be getting angry that things are too crowded because they'll be wandering around here. So let's do that. So that's quite nice. Now, a little bit of a garden, I think. So you can see those guest numbers are really they are kind of increasing quite a bit. And yes, I'm going to build sort of a little bit of garden up that. And some of these are our yellow and black flowers. Just nice industrial flowers. Some white flowers as well. So then just going to build that, and then maybe some red too. Because what I want to do with that, let's go back and that's green, is build a sort of little food court around here. So they put plenty of benches and things, and then put some bins and all that's there. So, what new and exciting food stalls have we invented? So, we had to compete. Yes. So, and chips. That is. So, I think we already had a sausage in abundance down, didn't we? So no people can just survive on chips around here. Let's have the caffeination station. Let's have unfoodment. That's when you're finished with your food. And then I need one more thing. So, as if we had a balloon store, really. So let's have that. So let's have some nice garden balloons, bright pink balloons. There we go, garden. That's good. So we need probably some rides around here as well. So maybe a sort of gentle ride. Let's have a Ferris wheel. We don't have a Ferris wheel, do we? No. Nice. So we can have a Ferris wheel. That would be rather good. Let's go to pop that. That's going to have a nice red path. Q9. The drop. No, number rotation is fine. So, big wheel. Yes, low admission price. This is not very an exciting ride, but that's fine. Let's put some shrubs around there. And possibly some spooky theming as well. And maybe a couple of spooky pillars. Spooky pillar. Right. Okay, so how are we doing? Guest goal. So the guest goal is by the end of year 4, so we should meet this. We should be not far from meeting 1,500 guests, actually. Just keep building rides, and then that should get our soft guest cap up. They could add another maze, I suppose. Mazes are quite good for the soft guest cap, but let's do some more roller coasting. Ooh, swinging inverter ships. Those are quite good. I can't remember what guest cap these have, but they are quite decent. Let's see, can I build one out here now? And then maybe if I just build it up here now. The thing with the inverter ships, you can only build the entrance on one side. So you kind of need to build it out like that. That will do. So that one was called a swinging safari. What's kind of... Oh, no, I'm running out of easy listening tunes. What are they going to call that? Let's call that self. Go up to the herb outputs. Let's have that. Let's have that. Let's have. There we go. That's a nice ship in the garden. Well, we could probably charge quite a bit more for it than that. Probably charge quite a bit more than that, but I think money is not a problem. The main problem is just the guests running out of it. This is where we're just too efficient at getting money out of them. Now this spiral roller coaster. Let's have a little spiral coaster. So this is where it's going to have to turn round. Now this might be the problem. It's just not having enough room to build it. There we go. That should be okay there. That's going to boost the excitement as well. So this is all good stuff, really. And so this ride I never gave an on-ride photo section, but never mind. We don't need to just to rinse the guests of any more money from there. So let's get this little spiral coaster. So there we go. 55 beats that. That should be okay. Again, I'm just going to follow the coaster design principle, which is they don't need to be huge to be fun. You know, you just need guests to kind of enjoy riding them. So this is going to come around here. I'm going to might just have it sort of pop round like that, and then like that. And will I get away with this? Oh yes, I will. Excellent. So not a particularly fancy or exciting roller coaster, but it does a job. Ooh, that's a little bit. We can't do that there. So let us see with this. We might be out of luck, or we might be in luck. So what we can do, I think, is yes, we could do that. Use the land a little bit to our advantage. So there we go. And then we just come round here like that. So a little bit of a turn. Is that enough? Oh dear. No. no, that didn't work. So that's going to have to be a tight turn like that. So does that work? No, it still puts us slightly far over. So I wonder if we actually what we actually want to do is to not do that quite there, but actually do it here. Yes. So I need to lower that land a bit more. There we go. What a waste of money. Oh, it's a shame. Good thing I've got so much of it, really. So there we go. That now comes around there. And bank that nicely. And then just up like that. And then round and then back to the station. Perfect. The entrance will have to be there because there's not much we can do really with that. So yes, that come out there. I can just go down there, round there, and then under there, and there. How much throughput does this coaster need? Let's have the queue line come up there. Let's build some flowers as well. Just make it nice and gardeny again. I do guess 1337. The elitist number of guests. It's kind of stalled there. I wonder whether we need to build more things. I thought that our guest cap would be fairly good by now. Anyway, let's build this spiral roller coaster. See that it's not. There doesn't seem to be too many problems with lateral G's or anything, so that's quite reasonable. Disgorgement. I wanted to increase the lift hill speed on disgorgement because it was too slow. There we go. And I think that passes all its stat requirements. Possibly the drop height might not be enough. Let's see. Some of these mini coasters, they're fine with not having huge drops. Oh no, we did get a stat penalty for not having a big enough drop. So let's go back and rebuild this coaster because it needs a bigger drop. Although we can't do that. So I wonder, is the train long enough that we could get away with doing this? And little bit of bonus for getting some negative G's, I think. So I wonder whether this will let me do this or whether it will just go no. you can't push the train further up that from its lift hill. So that's going to go around there. 1328. Yes, we're losing guests. Why are we losing guests? That's not good. It's not some guests that need to go to the toilet. I wonder where they are. There's some guests around here who need toilets. So we did have some balloons. So why are so few guests carrying balloons? So there we go. Let's call those the emergency toilets. So, now, did this get round? Yes, it did. It's still suffering from not having a big enough drop, so I think we need to close that. And I don't remember what the stat requirement for these is, but that should be a reasonable drop now for this. So, one little trick, while I'm building this, one little trick we can use to get our guest cap up nice and cheaply is just build some more little mazes, because mazes are quite good in terms of guest cap. I think they add something like 40 or something, possibly even higher. Yes, I'm just going to build a little kind of garden maze around here. There we go. Mazes really good. They are that they can be made these sort of quite most exploitative mazes. They don't have any real stack requirements or anything like that. Now, does that have a big enough drop? It might need more negative G's is the other thing. But let's see how that calculates. Because that's the maze opened. Yes, there we go. That's far better. So we can probably charge that £8 for that. It's not so super intense or super nauseous or anything. Yes. The horse tornadoes are breaking down. So we've got to give some more guests now, which is good. So there's got to be feeling sick. There's got to be feeling thirsty. Yes. So now it's really just a case of all we need to do is just sort of keep building rides and keep pushing that guest cap up. So we could build a couple of twists, I guess. And that might be an idea. And yes, let's flatten some land out here. Because this, we could have some roller coaster going underneath. So some entrance there, exit there. This is just a sort of bit of a cheesy strategy, really. Never mind. It's a little bit cheesy, but it's okay. We can accept a little bit of cheese. So let's call this rotation, and then the other one I'm going to call counter rotation. So that one, yes, let's have that colour inverted. So there we go. Let's just open those. Twists kind of, they don't have great stats or anything. They're not particularly great rides, but those should at least get a few more guests popping in. So 1389 guests, so we're not doing too badly now. We need another 100 or so for the goal. I can look the cheesy way, the really easy way to get the guest numbers up would just be to advertise at this point, because advertising is so powerful. It spawns so many more guests. They're kind of like the pride of not having got to where we've got to with advertising. So now those twists are going around, so we could probably build some more path out around here. Let's build some of this. So. It just goes around down here and then up here again. And there we go. 1,400 guests. We're getting close. We are nearly at the point where we will be able to beat the scenario. And I have the early scenario completion on as well in OpenRTT2. So as soon as I get to 1,500 guests, and stay there for a day or so, that's it. I will be winning this scenario. So what else can we build? We could build a monorail, I suppose. That's nice and easy to build. It's just not going to take too much effort. He says. Do we have a spinning wild mouse? Yes, I think disorientation is a spinning mouse, isn't it? Oh no, this is disorientation. So yes, let's build a spinning wild mouse. And while we wait for those guest numbers to increase. So we're just going to build that there. Let's build a little sort of station platform there. Ooh. Oh, that's interesting. We could increase that height a little bit, so have a little underground section. have a few good G's going on there. And the little bits coming down there. Let's do that. So. Yeah. Don't want to build a sort of huge coaster here, but I think we can build a sort of little wild mouse with maybe up to 45 foot. There we go. So that come down to 30 feet and maybe back up again. That's yes. We need to put a little bit of that in there. So these wild mice they lose speed quite quickly. So we don't get that much before we have to. Okay. Then maybe just a bit more station platform. So let's have an entrance there. Exit there. Let's test that to make sure that gets all the way around. What can I call that? No, do you have disorientation? They might call it discotheque, so I'm just running out of words. Let's see how that goes. Okay. We're almost there. We need 28 more guests, and then the scenario is won. Let us build some things. Let's build a shrubbery up here. Just a few little bits of theming, just to keep it decent. There we go. That's quite good. Let's charge £8 for that. So that's going to increase the guest cap even further. So I think we should be well above the point at which we need more rides to generate guests. There's lots of guests still coming in. Come on, we're nearly there. Obviously, they can hear this from distance, and it's putting them off. Okay, I don't want to go to that park. It's going to melt my soul with its horse tornadoes. Ooh. We can have a totem pole. Actually, I kind of always intended to build something around here. Then never really got around to it. But I suppose we could rectify that now. We could build some stuff. Oops. That's not how that's supposed to work. There we go. Just build that around there. Ooh, not many more guests needed. Ooh, okay. So they come around the back of the horse tornado. They get a good earful of the lovely horse tornadoes in stereo. There we go. That's all done. So let's just build that there. Let's just there. Put some bin on there. Another couple of handymen. Build a handyman. Let's clone him in a vat. Hooray! There we go. We have made it so it's into my name. Into this scenario chart. And we have our first scenario beaten. So I hope you enjoyed a little ride through Crazy Castle. And I shall be returning to OpenRCT2 in the future. With another nice little series. Beating one of these a little beginner parks, but until then, let's pop some balloons. I shall see you in a future video.